cooking chicken with bacon and cream, an invention of mine for when I was a student.
We're going to start by chopping an onion in medium-sized chunks.
So we're going to use a mix of butter and sunflower oil. We're cooking for 6 today, so I'm going to use my biggest pan, and we're just going to coat the bottom with a little bit of oil. It doesn't need to go all the way. You know me, a nice piece of butter, and it's going to just help fry our onions, which is going to put in first. So we're going to put this on medium high because we do want to fry the onion. So nice and not too hot, but nice bubbles. And we'll start with the onion. We're going to fry it until it's nice and golden. Getting soft, but not much color yet. There's a little bit of color there if we can zoom in. There, that one. But not enough. We're going to wait until they're all half. But you see it comes up really quickly. And we're starting to have a little bit of browning at the bottom of the pan as well. So we just need to keep an eye on it at this stage. We want them all golden but not going black, because the black has got a really acid flavor. And on the contrary, we want a lovely sweet flavor. Of course, bacon in French we have in the version of lardon. Strips of bacon will work as well, just cut them to size, and we're going to use both sides today because again we're cooking for 6 people. So look at this lovely golden color. We don't want them to go much further.
So we're going to throw the lardons in right now. We're going to fry them gently until they're nice and golden. If you like your lardon crispy, be careful not to fry the onions too hard. In the meantime, we're going to prepare our chicken breast, cut it into chunks, a little bit bigger than 1 mouthful.
1 chicken breast per person. Of course, children, I think you could maybe share a chicken breast. And we're just going to pop them in with our beautifully golden onion and bacon. Here we go. There, we leave the pot open until the chicken is nice and golden. No garlic today. French recipe without garlic. It does happen sometimes. Don't hesitate to leave it a couple of minutes on one side. You don't need to stir it all the time, but come back to it every couple of minutes. We do want a bit of color, because we're going to add cream, and it would look really, really pale if we didn't get this lovely little golden color on the chicken. So I'm going to put it flat and leave it a couple of minutes. So you see, I've left it a couple of minutes, and then give it a stir. And we're going to carry on doing that until it's nice and golden all over the chicken. Again, 2 minutes later, start touching the bottom, because all that brown is going to be absolutely delicious. We don't want it to become completely black and stay in the bottom. We want it in our dish. So you see, it's really nicely starting to golden. We're going to leave it another few minutes. I want most of the chicken to have that golden color like that. Okay, so a few more minutes, and then we'll add a little wine and some crème fraîche. Okay, the wine, it doesn't matter. I buy those little bottles because we're very naughty. If I buy a big bottle, we put a bit in the pan and then we drink the rest. If you are enjoying this video, if it's giving you little ideas to put some French into your meals, please subscribe to the channel. We have lots and lots of recipe ideas to share. We're just going to do a splash of wine. It's around 10 centimeters, and we're going to let it boil off so most of the alcohol goes away, but the flavor stays in the pan. And then the last thing we do is add some crème fraîche just a few minutes before serving, so everything heats up again. So what's magic with this dish is we're going to let the liquid boil off, and then we'll turn it off, and it will wait until we're ready to add the cream and serve in the middle of our dinner party. So our liquid is almost gone, and it's thickening a little bit. No need for flour today because we do not want to rely on this as a sauce. The cream will be our sauce. So at this stage, I'm going to turn it off, put the lid on. And it can wait until I'm ready in the middle of the meal to serve my guests. A few minutes before serving, I will put the crème fraîche, I'll show you in a minute, and that's it. Lovely chicken, bacon and cream casserole.
We've just finished our starter. My guests are having a nice chat. I'm going to put the heat on under my casserole, wait until it's hot again, and add the crème fraîche, around a good spoonful per person. Mix it well with the juices, cover to heat, and then we'll serve. I'm serving it with a bit of rice and my melted leek. The link to that recipe is up here in the corner. Use a circle if you want the rice to stay neat. Add a little bit of sauce for everybody, and make sure you add a little bit of sea salt, parsley for decoration. Et voilà, bon appétit les amis!